Hi everyone, this is Tom at Qigong of Tulsa, and I'd like to welcome everyone to this video regarding the abdominal area and the exercises and reasons for having issues in the abdominal area with regards to Qigong theory. What we have in society today is an issue where a lot of cancer, for instance, ovarian cancer, uterine cancer, prostate cancer, and a lot of other issues that we'll talk about. I'll read a list at the end of our little conversation here. I'll read you a list of the 10 pathological symptoms that come about from and I don't mean to use the word neglect, it's just the things we don't know that cause, our abdominal area to not function correctly. And in Qigong, we have 8 extraordinary vessels. Now, you're familiar with the word meridian. Meridians are conductors of bioelectricity. Well, the vessels conduct bioelectricity as well, but they are connected to or supply meridians with the proper amount of bioelectricity. They're the ones that regulate, in this case, the upward and downward flow of the bioelectricity within the body and that type of thing. But we have one really curious vessel, and it's generally referred to as the belt vessel. And it's the only one in our body that goes around in a horizontal direction. All the other 7 vessels go up and down through our legs and up through our torso. So this is the guy that when somebody's having issues in the abdominal area, that's where we want to concentrate on nourishing, because this vessel, if it is weak, if it doesn't have enough bioelectricity, or it's blocked, or the flow is not correct for some reason or another, that's something we need to concentrate on, because whenever this vessel is lacking in the amount of bioelectricity it requires, then it starts taking bioelectricity from other vessels. And as you'll see in this illustration over here, you'll see that there's 7 vessels going up and down the body, whereas that one in the waist area is the one we're actually talking about right now. So all of them are within that circle, if you will, created by the belt vessel. The importance of it is just tremendous for the reasons I just mentioned. But what affect improper nourishment, improper amount of bioelectricity in this vessel has a tremendous effect on the hormonal system. This could result in migraine headaches. Some of the pathological symptoms you might see are abdominal fullness, prolapse of the uterus, chronic vaginal discharge, cold sensations in the wrist. That's an interesting one. Weakness and motor impairment of the lumbar section of the spine, cold and pain in the middle and lower back, tremor and spasms in the legs, painful, swollen ankles, headaches, dizziness, itchy, scaly skin. So these are some of the things that you might feel, should you have an issue in this area. And it's very important to understand some of these also show themselves, these symptoms are multi-faceted in that they can come from other issues that you may have elsewhere in your body. But the emphasis should be for everyone to really, really understand that working the abdominal area is critical, and it may, be a situation that keeps you from having to go to the hospital and have your reproductive system looked at, have your reproductive system operated on. It may be something that prevents you from having cancer. And again, it's a prevention thing, and but it's also a recovery. What you're going to learn, these 3 exercises that we're going to talk about, are also, as well as being preventive, they're also going to help you in after you have surgery, or if something like that occurs in your recovery. So real quick, I want to emphasize to you again that what we're saying here is primarily and solely based on studies and things that have been practiced for 5,000 years in Qigong. So keep in mind that nothing that we tell you here should just be accepted as fact. Please contact your primary care before you begin any kind of exercise session like the one we're going to offer you here in just a few minutes. And before we start looking at the exercises, let me just kind of give you a reminder of the organs that we have within that area. We have the liver, we have the kidneys, we have the spleen, we have the large and small intestines. We have a lot of very important organs in that part of our body. So it's really, I would say important that you consider spending more time working that area. And these exercises that we're about to show you are simple. You can do them anywhere. So let's begin. We'll go to the exercises now. Our first exercise is really simple, but extremely effective. And we call it circling the hips. So stand with your feet shoulder width apart and expand them out a little bit more. Okay? Unlock your knees and start rotating your hips around to your left first. Well, we started to the right. How about counterclockwise? Start counterclockwise. Rotate, rotate. And just kind of close your mind. Don't think of anything other than that area of your body. If you want to think of something, just keep rotating. If you want to add a little something to it, then you can exaggerate how you do this. And then go the other direction. Do the same thing in the opposite direction. Okay? Just keep doing these. And when you start off, if you do 50, make sure you continue to do 50 in the opposite direction as well. You can, if you want to, put your hands on your hip joint. Your thumbs, actually, I'm sorry. Put your thumbs right there. And if you're a side sleeper, it's going to be a little sensitive there. And that's a very good and important point in your gallbladder meridian. So we're going to talk about the gallbladder meridian in the next few weeks. So this is your first exercise. Remember, do 50. You can do these standing up while you're watching TV. You can do them while you're just hanging out somewhere. Well, depending on where. But nevertheless, this is a very simple exercise. Crucial. But it's crucial to charging that belt vessel. And again, do this until your hip area, your abdominal area feels warm. And then is when you reverse the direction. Okay, the next exercise, and oh, by the way, these exercises, do them in the order that I've presented them to you. So the next exercise is very interesting in that what you're going to do is you're going to focus again directly on the abdominal area. And what you do is get your feet shoulder width apart and a little more. Same posture. Lower your knees until they cover your feet, your toes. Okay, straighten your back up. Tilt your head forward a little bit. Put the palms of your hands facing back. Empty your mind and just stand there. Just stand there. This is one of the most important exercises in clinical Qigong. Because what it does is strengthen your body, remove the toxins, removes bad qi from your abdominal area. And this is just half of the exercise set, but nevertheless, we're concentrating on the lower abdominal area. Eventually, in X amount of time, you're going to start vibrating. This lower area will vibrate. And the intensity of the vibration is equivalent to how long you've neglected this area, how ill you may be if you're recovering from something. Don't ever stop the vibration. Use your mind to slow the vibration down, but don't stop the vibration. You need the vibration. That's your body healing itself. Only if the vibration is getting to the point where it moves you too far back and forth and you think you might fall, that's when you slow it down. Don't stop it. Tell yourself, slow down. And once you do this for a while, time-wise, you shoot for 5 minutes. Again, everything depends on your physical state. So the amount of time that you set for yourself as a goal can vary. If you're healthier, you'll stand in that position longer. So now, before we finish, I want to point something out to you that's extremely important. And that is, after you do these 2 exercises, you must understand that you've stirred up your lower abdominal area. And it's extremely important that you also get rid of any qi that's stagnant, any qi that is not of the good qi that you just created by doing these exercises, and understand you must remove it. So in order to remove it, what you need to do is this. Just massage down your leg. Think about massaging down your leg and focus on removing stagnant qi. And this is part of any Qigong exercise that you do. It's what we refer to as finish. Always finish. Because if you don't, all the junk that we had in there before you started exercising remains in there, and it will find a place to go. So it's important that you bring in new qi, create new qi, nourish the qi, and then get rid of the old and stagnant qi. And that should be every time you do any exercises. And one final exercise, and this is something that's not necessarily Qigong, but it's one of the most important exercises that I think anybody 35 years and up should be doing. And it's called a Kegel. And what you're trying to do is just to strengthen your pelvic floor muscles. And it's real important because any work that you do at your abdominal area, if part of your body is not strong, if the muscles aren't strong, all of the work and all the qi that you brought to your lower abdomen is going to leak out. And that's where part of the problem is. A lot of people go and do exercises and they look good to a certain degree, but they still feel bad. And one of the reasons for that is that everything that you do, if your pelvic muscles are not strong, they're going to leak. So you ladies keep that in mind. If you're 35 and older, this should be one of your basic exercises. So read up on the Kegel exercises, and please, please, please do your Kegel exercises. so that aspect of it complements your Qigong work. And with that, we've reached the end of the video, and I thank you guys for watching, and please subscribe, hit the like button, and comments. By all means, we welcome comments. And thank you very much, and we'll see you on the next video. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it was a pleasure for you to watch, as it was a pleasure for us to make. Please note that we do offer Zoom classes for one-on-one coaching of any type that you want. It's easy to set it up. Just contact us through our website, or you can email us at tom@qigongoftulsa.com. Again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.